Heyo everyone, Misha B. Barkin here. So I wasn't planning on doing this video until like a half hour ago, but in case you don't know, the movie Turning Red came out yesterday straight onto Disney+, and it's gotten some reviews. Now, everyone around me seems to love the movie, and honestly, as a whole, it seems like everyone did enjoy the movie, even outside of the furry community, but like, man, there are some upset people about this. Now, I want to make a couple of clarifications. One, I haven't seen the movie. I really don't plan on it. It doesn't seem like my type of movie, and that's 100% okay, you know? And that's the other thing. People cannot enjoy this movie and still be okay. It's the reasons that the people we're gonna read today give. Also, this isn't gonna be like a movie review or anything, because one, obviously I haven't seen it. I just want to laugh at some of the clowns who decide to get mad that the movie's not about them, and then proceed to give it 1 star because of that. I will say, I've seen one valid criticism, and that is that this movie takes place in Canada. That's stupid. Canada doesn't exist. Anyway, yeah, the movie is currently sitting at 95% for the critic reviews and 66% for the audience score. That's not great. Let's dive into why. Let's start reading some of these reviews. Let's see what's got people so upset about this cute looking movie. This story is very targeted towards a specific audience, and if you don't fall in that category, this film is not for you. That's how that works, yes. Not everything is for everyone, and you going into an area that's not for you and being like, this sucks, that's so dumb. I don't understand how this person doesn't see that. I had to turn it off after 10 minutes after I saw the main character drawing fan fiction as a 13-year-old. It left me uncomfortable that a 13-year-old was doing this on a Pixar film. I have unfortunate news for you. Do you know how old I was when I wrote my first fanfic? I was in middle school, so I was probably like 11 or 12, and yeah, kids are writing fanfics as we speak. I'm not gonna say whether or not it's good or bad, but like, it's happening, and to sit there and deny it, yeah, no, this is something that is happening. Not appropriate for kids. It teaches kids that it is okay to disobey parents if it is important to the child. Now, from what I've seen, that's not what the movie says. The movie seems to be where the parent is very overbearing. Slight spoilers, I guess? I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know if this counts as spoilers, but the mom seems very overbearing to the point where the child can't do anything. The kid can't defend herself when anything happens, in fears that it'll upset her mom. That's not a good family dynamic. There should be a little bit of back and forth. Like, if you do something that upsets your child, or your child has a reasoning for doing something, you need to hear them out. Boy, I hope my parents see this. You can't just always be right. You're not gonna always be right. If you do that, you're gonna teach your child that their opinion doesn't matter, and they're gonna believe that for the rest of their lives. This is not what Pixar is about. I can only see a very small group of people actually relating to this movie that feels so conditioned by current political trend. Oh my god. By current political trends, it loses all potential to succeed as a transcendental film. Awesome animation, though. Yeah, that's one of the things. I actually do enjoy the animation. Some people complained about the animation, but like, yeah, it's all stretchy and I guess weirdly proportioned, but that's what gives this movie appeal, you know? Anyway, political trends? Where is there any politics in this movie? I, again, haven't seen it, so that could be a valid criticism, but like, I don't think so. Wonderful, ... example of woke brainwashing. This feels like something Ben Shapiro would type. Hold on. If you believe in the far left lunacy, you will love it. But if you are a reasonable, common sense type of person, you will feel like scratching your eyes after watching 5 minutes of it. Everything from Pixar, Disney, etc. is politically oriented. There is this constant, ceaseless indoctrination of children. They no longer tell a story. They just want our children to become full-fledged Marxist. Another one to heap of woke absurdities. Everything from Pixar, Disney is politically oriented. Mulan was about a war. I hate to be that guy that has to say this, but 99% of art and music and stuff is politically driven, or at least was at some point. This isn't a new thing. People have been using music and stuff to get their political points across forever. Shostakovich used to write music that was purposely weird to f with Joseph Stalin. But no, this isn't a new thing. People have been using art to push political agendas and stuff forever. Some Pixar films are made for a universal audience. Hashtag Turning Red is not. The target audience for this one feels very specific and very narrow. If you are in it, this might work well for you. I am not in it. This was exhausting. Hey man, how you enjoying the football game? It's a pretty close game, right? You know, the Steelers, they're really making a comeback. You guys actually like football? You guys must be in the target audience. I don't like football. I've never been involved with football. That makes football the worst sport imaginable. Like, once again, if you're not in the target audience, why are you talking about it? I mean, I guess I'm talking about it too, but funny at times, but mostly annoying. I've gone through the whole growing up as an Asian American teenager obsessed with boy bands thing, but the story didn't speak to me. Definitely not one of Pixar's best, but I'm sure many people will find it enjoyable. Not my cup of tea. This is a good review. I didn't enjoy this movie because X, Y, and Z, and at no point were they strawmanning and throwing around buzzwords. They didn't enjoy the movie, and they listed why. And that is 100% okay. Pixar usually delivers really fun and creative stories, always distancing themselves from other 3D animation studios that put out the same boring movies. Sadly, this one felt like it was made by Illumination and aimed only for kids. It was. Not for young kids. Overly sexual. Okay, I know exactly what scene he's talking about because it's been making its rounds on Twitter. It's the scene I'm showing on the screen now, assuming I don't get copyright struck. And like, look, is the scene a little weird? Yes. Are kids a little weird? Yes. Is this something that a kid would do? Yes. This is an act of disobeying towards her mom. The point of it wasn't, oh, look at them shaking their ass. The point was, I am actively doing this thing that disobeys towards my mom, you know? And if you're sitting there watching this part of the movie thinking, oh, that's kind of sexual, there's something wrong with you. I'm gonna start calling you Zosh. This was one scene I did watch because I had to download it and everything, and like, it's a little weird, but like, it's not sexual. Why are people trying to make it sexual? This was not one of Pixar's finest attempts. The facial animations are terrible. The facial animations are fine. They were just stretchy physics. And the premise was boring. Additionally, it was not inclusive, directed entirely towards girls with nothing interesting for boys. The content was also inappropriate for young children. He's probably talking about, like, I guess there was like a period scene where they like talk about periods and stuff, you know, things that girls of that age go through. We're gonna talk about another review where I get more in depth about that later, but for this one I want to talk about it not being inclusive again. You're not in the target audience. You're probably not gonna enjoy the movie. Oh no, it has nothing interesting for the boys. Sucks. Let the girls enjoy this movie. Let the boys who happen to enjoy this movie. Oh god, there's an emoji in this one. Just a heads up, this movie is not appropriate for all ages. I never would have thought I would have to pre-screen a Disney movie for my kids. My 8-year-old twin sons do not need to know what a period is yet, or my 6-year-old. When they do, it will be educated by myself or husband. That's just one of the many issues I have with this movie. In my opinion, it's not a family-friendly movie for all. Why can't your kids know about a basic bodily function? You don't have to go into detail. You don't have to be like, you don't have to go into excruciating detail. You just have to say, this is something that, you know, girls and women go through every month. It's natural, you know? Why is it always like 100 or 0? Like with this whole don't say gay bill, they're always like, oh, you're gonna teach our kids about gay sex. No, we're gonna teach the kids that gay people exist. Nobody wants to go into detail. You know, you don't need to tell little Billy how bottoming works. You just need to tell little Billy that a guy can love a guy, or someone who is born a man can decide that I am not a man, I am in fact a woman. They can change, you know. It's always 0 to 100 with these people. But yeah, why are your kids not allowed to know about a basic bodily function that AFAB people go through every month? Parents beware, this is not a good movie for kids. The movie mocks parents and the kids are disobedient, sneaky, over-sexualized, and obnoxious. Do better, Disney. Over-sexualized? This is a story about embracing being a furry. Let's not overanalyze this film. This movie isn't bad. It's just disappointing that Pixar made a movie for such a particular demographic. I couldn't finish it or recommend it to any of my family except my 11-year-old preteen sister, who will probably enjoy it a lot more. Anyone else will likely be unimpressed or feel awkward. Your 11-year-old is the target audience. But yeah, that's all the reviews I have to read. Final thoughts. It looks like a cute movie, and I'm genuinely glad that people around me are enjoying it. I was a little worried that people were gonna defend this movie because before the movie even came out, you know, 30-year-old incels were already complaining about the animation style and blah, blah, blah. I was worried the movie was gonna suck ass as soon as it came out, but it seems like people are genuinely enjoying it, so, you know, let people enjoy things. If you're not in the target audience, you're probably not gonna enjoy the movie. And if you do, that's awesome. People enjoyed MLP, and dudes in their early 20s definitely wasn't the target audience. But that's an anomaly, you know? If you're not in the target audience, you're probably not gonna enjoy the movie. Why do you feel the need to go on Rotten Tomatoes and preach your case and give it 1 star and, oh, it's indoctrinating the children? No, it's not! But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick movie about this because I found it really funny. But yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!